Unlike any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
Power running by Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Play action. It's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him, a fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Burton. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
20.
On second down, Elliott once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Joey Slye on 29 yards.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Play action, now it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 37-yard line.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the option, here's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
From the 50, Newton. Flush to his right. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. in good position, 1st and 10. Off play action, Newton. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Falcons! Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us,
he's got a man, complete. Touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Washington 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
and when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to the tight end, Akins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brevin Jordan with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Carr. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Thrown toward the sideline, and Jefferson's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Carr now to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Carr's throw pulled in by Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw is Newton. He's got Burton here. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He finds his man complete. It's Burton. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the 50, Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On 1st down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They fake the give. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Draw play, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be And a nice spin into some open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch